Back with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, 1910 Germany campaign in the 1.03 beta. Last episode, which was fairly short, got our first look at the British battleship. And as things go, I mean, there's always a little bit of a player designed ship advantage, but overall, it was a fairly even matchup. Both ships had, have 13-inch guns. The British ship has more of them. They have the typical AI accuracy problems, but our design did prevail over the British battleship, which was the lone remaining question. And so overall, we've gotten a look at all of the British designs, and we match up okay, kind of across the board. The biggest kind of hole in the designs that we've seen has been that I neglected to pay enough attention to flash fire vulnerability in the light cruiser, the Bremen class, and that's already been corrected. For future construction, the existing light cruisers, well, we may see some more firecrackers go off now and then. Okay. On to August 1910. Ambush. Well, we got a pretty big battle here. Says we are raiding enemy waters just off of Helgoland. Okay, battle generator. Intercepted by a strong enemy fleet. We got a couple battle cruisers against a couple battleships. Got a bunch of cruisers involved, and they got a bunch of destroyers. It's actually a convoy defense in force for the Brits. Okay, so kind of the way I suspect this may go is the first priority has got to be not letting all of these light cruisers and destroyers get in and get torpedoes on Derfflinger and Königsberg. May or may not actually sink one of these battleships. We'll just see how it goes. I'm not really going to worry about the transports so much. And with the way that the spawns and the AI behavior has changed, it's quite likely that we'll be fighting warships before we can shoot at or maybe even spot transports, which is flipped from the way it was when the campaign was first released. It was pretty common that you would just spot the transports, kill them all, and then by then, the warships would be spotted, and you could fight them if you want, or not. You could just raid and withdraw. It's not really like that anymore. Anyway, let's see how this battle goes. It'll probably go on for a while. I can already tell this may turn into a 1-hour episode. Because I have learned through anyone who's watched my other campaigns, I've kind of learned the hard way, keep the time compression low when there's torpedoes. Alright, what have we got here? Let's just pause here. I don't want anybody firing torps, unless I tell them to. Let's turn those off first. Partially because I just don't want to waste the torps. Partially because I don't want to torpedo my own ships. And sure, they may say in the patch notes, the beta notes, hey, we kind of fixed the friendly fire torp calculation. Yeah. Call me skeptical. Right. We've got the 2 battle cruisers in this division. We've got Saxon screening. Well, we know that's kind of garbage. The screen is just code for mess everything up and cause collisions. Or near collisions, making everybody go into anti-collision mode. I'm just going to have Saxon, you can just follow the battle cruisers. That's fine. Two light cruisers over here. Operating independently. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. And the destroyer is following as well. I think maybe follow the... Head over there and follow the light cruisers. Ideally, you should follow the one in the rear, not Geyer. Well, maybe he'll figure it out. And these are probably the two battleships up front. They are. And that's probably a destroyer. No, that's the transport. Okay, so the transports are pretty close. I don't want to waste fire on them, really. Although arguably, I mean, that's kind of... I won't maneuver the light cruisers for firing on the transports, but as long as we're kind of passing this way, I don't see any reason why that shouldn't be a target for them. And the destroyer as well. Meanwhile, I don't really want to close a whole lot because I know that there's a whole bunch of light cruisers and destroyers behind these battleships. Not interested in letting them get terribly close. We can angle pretty severely away, and our 13-inch main armament can still bear because they have a very nice firing arc. So I'm just going to turn this way. Ideally, harder than that. Okay. And as they make this turn, our armor's going to be flat toward them momentarily. We know that their battleship is 21 knots, so we can slow to cruise speed, I think. 20. That's good. And I need to do the same thing with Saxon. Otherwise, she'll just kind of dovetail back and forth. Fishtail. Oh, they don't care about the battle cruisers at all. They want Saxon. And let's have both battle cruisers focus fire the same target. The lead battleship. That's close enough. Light cruisers. Here, come back over this way. Oh crap, they're taking fire. Smoke up. Okay, Vengeance is starting to take some damage. Good deal. Transports are getting beat up. Ooh. They're pretty... They're all over that destroyer. Yeah, v1 bounce back though. May not fix that propulsion damage, however. Cruisers. 4.8 kilometers. Target Vengeance with torpedoes. If you get a shot, take it. Nah, just go normal. Same with the destroyer. Oh, the cruisers only have 4. I put fast on them. I got my ranges backwards. I put fast on the cruisers and standard on the destroyers. Whereas typically I would do that the other way around. What's Linda's doing here? Okay, she's trying to get away. Or maybe just angling. I don't know. Well, she's taken enough damage. She's taken some propulsion damage, so now she's flipped. Prince of Wales is now the lead ship in line. And actually probably presents a better target right now. So let's shift fire to Prince of Wales. Ouch. Guy just got smacked. And that, because of the follow command, that actually shifted Geyer to V1's division, which is kind of annoying. Okay. I think I want Geyer to turn away here. Well, she's far enough into the turn, may as well follow now. Caught that a little late. Can't smoke. Can Geyer smoke? Geyer can't smoke either. %. Okay, I'm going to take a crack at the AP. Saxon's doing fine. Palau is doing fine. Geyer, not so much. Guy may turn into a firecracker at some point. Let's turn these lights back over toward the main line. Be in a position to beat off destroyers if they make an approach. Ricochet, ricochet. Blocked, ricochet. The only tiny pins I'm getting is with secondaries on funnels and stuff. Oh, terrible. Yeah, I'm switching back. Well, Guy is basically functioning as an aggro magnet. I don't think they're even shooting at our battle cruisers. It's getting worn down. 77% structure. Vengeance, 54%. And doesn't look like Vengeance's propulsion is going to get repaired either. See if maybe Palau will throw a torpedo. At max range. Get a little bit closer. V1 shoots off a fish. Palau doesn't like her chances yet, even on normal firing doctrine. Gar's trying to help out. She's not taking fire. No one else seems interested in her. I think that's fine. Let's have another go at the AP. Well, Palau never did shoot a torpedo. See if you like that chance. Oh, there she goes. She likes that shot. Let's shift fire and let's see if we can't get Vengeance finished off here. Who, predictably enough, has maneuvered to avoid that torpedo. Prince of Wales is not disengaging. Just to avoid a collision issue here. A little bit left. Guy's at 9 knots, and I do not think she will repair any of that. I think she's pretty much out of the fight. Ow. Definitely took a little pop there. Ah, flash fire on Vengeance. Boom. Okay. Let's angle back around. Don't want to turn this way. It takes me a little close to these light cruisers. Well, you know, while we're here, this is just I'll focus fire and take these light cruisers out. I don't think Prince of Wales is going anywhere terribly fast with her structural damage. HE should be fine. Shooting at a light cruiser. Light cruisers. So I guess in the beta notes where they said ships will sink slower, I guess this is what they're talking about. They just hang out. They're visible on the map. I don't really know what the gameplay impact of that is. Spotting, maybe. No. Who's that fired at? Looks like maybe V1 should do a little something about that. I'll turn around this way. And I don't think that poses a threat to Palau. It probably doesn't pose a threat to Königsberg either, but I'm just going to flip the main line around anyway. I should have just continued that turn earlier, doing more maneuvering here than I really needed to. Okay, that's not going to be a conflict. Well, maybe it is. Well, Prince of Wales still over there making herself felt. Okay, I'm going to main line. Keep shooting 13-inch at Prince of Wales. And let's do secondaries on this light cruiser, which is getting uncomfortably close. I feel like I'm about to take some unnecessary torpedo hits. Or he is. Okay, he's about to pickle torps at somebody. Sink first. Sink faster. Sink fast. There we go. Okay, now regardless of who aimed at, those torpedoes are kind of a risk to everybody here. Let's just shift the main line this way a little bit. Let's just loop the destroyer around. I think dispatch is the one that needs the most attention from the group. Switch secondaries to dispatch. And the battlecruisers, Saxon, all on dispatch. And Palau. Let's not go this way. How about, yeah, that looks better. For the moment. Actually, there's no threat at all. Continue on this way. No. Maybe you better slow down too. I don't know if that's going to work. I think Palau might eat a torpedo here. Might not. I think it's going to slip right across her bow. I thought there was more than one there. V1 still doing donuts. V1 out of torpedoes. Okay, who are those fired at? No, continue your turn. That looks like it's headed toward Derflinger. Alright, I'm going to try the torpedo avoidance stuff. I did put unbalanced rudder on these battlecruisers. Well, I guess with the slower sinking, they remain a hazard to navigation for longer as well. There's that. Okay. The old Derf saw it and has maneuvered. I guess the label sinks too. I'm happy for Königsberg to continue on this course. Back toward Prince of Wales. And we don't need the torpedo avoidance anymore. Oddly, Prince of Wales is focusing on Derflinger as her target, even though she's the farthest away and maneuvering, vice Königsberg traveling in mostly a straight line and closer. I think I'm okay with that state of affairs. Okay, I think that was probably fired at Derflinger, not taking into account that she was in a turn, so I don't think that torpedo is any Anything to worry about? Let's bring V1 back over here. Keep her with the group. I'm not overjoyed with... I feel like Despatch should have taken more damage by now. I feel I can speed back up a little bit. If you go too slow, it actually starts hurting your accuracy again. Yep. Okay, who'd you shoot at this time? Looks like that was fired at Palau. Okay. And we'll just let Derflinger do the torpedo avoidance thing. I don't think Saxon's threatened by that torpedo. Okay. Here's a good pop. Okay, Saxon needs to detach because she needs to make, well, not detach, but I don't know if Saxon's going to avoid that. I think her best bet may be to just go straight. I don't think she's going to turn fast enough. Go faster. Go faster. I think she's going to be okay. Yeah. I think I can turn torpedo avoidance back off for the main line. Jeez, guys, kill this. Is V1 even shooting? Yeah, okay. Well, the darn destroyers are in the mix now. And dispatch has still got quite a few reloads. The torpedoes aren't ending anytime soon unless we can actually sink this darn thing. And all this maneuvering I'm having to do is a big part of that. It's not helping accuracy. So Prince of Wales has not taken that much more structural damage. However, I don't think she has taken some propulsion damage and is not going to be able to repair it. More torpedoes. That's probably, yeah, it's fired at Saxon. Start getting the secondaries firing at this destroyer from Königsberg. Prince of Wales down to 44% structure. Reload fired so long ago. I don't think that was fired at this battlecruiser. We'll keep an eye though. Which way is Prince of Wales is trying to head away? Don't want Königsberg to get too separated. Don't really want to turn much closer to the torpedo threat either. I'm just going to turn around here. Saxon's just asking to eat a fish right here. These guys, come on, kill this thing. I didn't even see that torpedo in the water. Okay. Max bulkheads. Still a pretty big flooding hit there. And several of these are permanently destroyed. So a lot of that flooding isn't going to come, you know, it's going to stay there. Oh, wrong cruiser. Palau still has some torps. But if I fire, Saxon's kind of downrange too. Don't really want to turn away. That'll just take me closer to Prince of Wales. You just maintain this course and keep shooting. Man, this light cruiser's hanging in there. It's alright. I mean, 20% accuracy with the 9-inchers. See, a lot of armor. Yeah, straight 3 inches. 3 inches. The HE should be doing okay there. I'm going to switch to AP though. With Saxon's 9-inch. Prince of Wales getting a little low on ammo. .1% overall. She's landed 8 hits with 13-inch this entire battle. Whereas Königsberg has landed 41, 14%. Definitely probably not as good with all the maneuvering. 27 hits, 11%. Prince of Wales, not much change there. Oh my goodness, I just took another torpedo hit, wasn't watching. However, it looks like it hit in the same part that was already flooded. So I don't think she's in imminent danger of sinking. Once this light cruiser is gone, though, I think Saxon is out of the fight. Palau out of torpedoes. Oh man, I hope that wasn't a Palau torpedo that hit Saxon. It could have been. No, it does say red CL torpedo, not green CL. Right here. Whew. Derflinger, yep. That's right. Mains on Prince of Wales, secondaries on this near destroyer. That's fine. Prince of Wales is trying to get away at 8 knots. Distance 7.1 kilometers, 15% hit chance. Okay, I think we're doing okay over here. Saxon not doing the best job of disposing of her tormentor. She's only landed 6% with her 9-inch over the course of this battle. Of course, a lot of that was earlier at longer range. Well, I don't see any reason to cross her stern and give her that stern tube shot. Finally. Right. All right, Saxon, just beat feet out of here. Yeah, go that way. Alright, well, Palau and V1 can just kind of head over there and help put some HE. I didn't mean that. Prince of Wales down to 37%. No flooding at the moment. Ouch. Yeah, just a little bit of flooding up forward. It's in a destroyed compartment, though. It's permanent. I think the month is August 1910. We're already up to regular crew training in Koenigsberg. Still green in Derflinger. I think I can speed this up a little bit. No imminent torpedo problems. 35%, got some fires going. Not many. Destroyed a torpedo mount. I can't quite tell which one. Looks like it must be forward. Hidden in the other red. I'm going to turn these guys and bring Palau and V1 astern of the battle cruisers, kind of back over toward this, where these destroyers probably are, in case they keep closing. Derflinger is in the same division. I don't know why she's fishtailing so much. Like, why is her speed at 22, not 20? Okay, we've started to go yellow. Königsberg has, anyway. Prince of Wales isn't even firing, though. She's been at 106 ammo remaining for quite a while. And she's not reloading, so. And I'm fine with that. Full propulsion damage now, and pretty much the entire row of bottom compartments is destroyed, so none of that is coming back. She's dead in the water, essentially. Whatever movement she has is basically coasting to a stop, I think. Jeez, Derflinger, quit fishtailing around. I slowed you down. Just fall into line. It's killing your accuracy, bro. There, just stop. No, she's going to keep turning. It's like she keeps overcorrecting on turns or something. Here, just detach. Now, just go straight. Yeah, steady up on. That's fine. Your gunnery officer will thank you. Oops, I kind of let Palau get a little far away here. Well, no destroyers spotted. We can go X5. Down to 11%. Man, lots of fires. She might sink from excessive fire rather than structural damage. And dirt slow down another couple knots. %. It's gotten some of the fires under control. %, which is good because Königsberg is almost out of ammo. 13-inch ammo anyway. .6. And there we go. Alrighty. Nice job, Königsberg and Derflinger and company. Alright, so, well, didn't get any transports. Banged some up right at the beginning, then kind of ignored them. The destroyers got away, but the cruisers and the 2 battleships did not. Vengeance and Prince of Wales sent to the bottom. 6,200 victory points. Nice job to our guys. Well, that was quick. I don't know if I'm going to force it all the way to Revolution, but I'm hoping that at some point we see one of those port strike missions with the new 1.03. So I'm going to keep going for now. Do a quick fleet review here. Mars is in the Baltic, repairing. Saxon in the Baltic, repairing. Saxony. Need to move Saxony back over from Palau. And Geyer is repairing at Palau. Okay. Yeah, 15,000 to less than 1,000 victory points. And thus far have managed to avoid blockade, which makes perfect sense. We have sunk 3 battleships and 1 battle cruiser. So we've got capital ship parity now. They've got 8. We've got 8. However, yeah, British Empire finished construction of battlecruiser Lion. So they're back up to 4 battlecruisers, which is what they started with. And they must have completed a battleship at some point as well, because we've sunk 3. They started with 6. So their building program is replacing some losses. And then here they're building cruisers as well. But we do have the 4 additional battle cruisers coming here. They're still a year away, however. That will do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching.